If you are a regular viewer of the Paul Daniels Magic Show, you will remember that in the past we've had a gentleman come on a couple of times who has spent a lifetime recreating illusions from the past. I'd like you to meet that man once more, Mr. Jeffery Atkins. Well, the Victorian get-up and the scenery.
And a Victorian...
And a Victorian trick. What is it?
Well, this is known as spirit paintings. It's a thing that was produced about 1910 by a chap by the name of Dr. Wilmar. He was an American. And he produced this at the Colosseum in London. And it was just at that time that all the spirit mediums were being questioned. Yeah. And there were a lot of bogus mediums about it. The magicians were trying to disprove them.
And the idea was, you see, spiritualism had taken off. And there were a lot of very bad guys, fake mediums, and they used to make pictures come in frames on pieces of paper and things like that,
That's right,
they?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is a variation on that to prove that it can be done by natural means.
Oh, good. Well, what do you put in there, then?
Well, first of all, we've got this frame, and there's a light at the back. The reason for that you'll see in a few moments.
Yeah.
But we also have to have some canvases, and here they are. I want you to notice that they're all completely plain. Yeah. I'm going to ask you in a minute to let the audience, or the panel rather, have a look at them.
The jury can look at these?
Yes, please. I want them all to be seen. I want you, if you will, to notice that they are quite delicate.
Hold it up to the light.
But you can see right the way through them, and there is no preparation.
Can I just show them with this torch at home that they really can see? So this is the torch, and you go like that, all right? And you can see all the way down there, and if I shine it on the front, you see it's not treated in any way. It's just a frame.
Now that you've done that, Paul, you did give them pencils before we started. Do you think they could just autograph it on the top edge?
Oh, right. You autograph along the narrow edge. Doesn't matter which way, so long as you sign it, all right? And be very careful with them because they are fragile. Let me know when you've done that. Yes, that's the idea. He has autographed that one, and what I want you to do is just collect them up for me, Ginny, and I will ask now you to explain this other piece of apparatus to us completely.
Well, as I say, we've got the light at the back, and we've got this box, just an empty box, and the frames go inside the box, the canvases go inside the box. We then have a picture selected, and we produce the picture.
So, because nowadays we have projection methods, can I just say this? There's no lenses there. You can see that is just a light bulb.
It's just a straight light.
In a light box.
Yes.
Like you'd put transparencies on slides.
Well, when this was produced, of course, those sort of things were not thought of.
No. Well, we have got them back, so if you have those, Jeffrey, and put them down there, and I'll have these, all right? And I'll put them there for you. Good. And what do we do next?
Well, we take two of these. I don't know whether we've got an autograph on these, have we? Joanne Burke. And John T. Joy, I think, isn't it? So we'll put those inside.
Got my finger in there.
So, sorry about that.
It's all right.
And the other one goes there. Now, the only thing that we have to do then is to place this little slide piece over the side, and that will keep the light inside when we switch it on.
There is one more thing we have to do.
We must have a picture.
That's right.
Well, I've taken care of that as well. I've got an album here. I went along to the National Gallery and purchased a lot of their pictures, postcards, and you see we've mounted them in this album. They're all numbered at the back so that they can be chosen. What I want you to do is, if you will, to take it to the panel, ask somebody to choose one of the numbers, and that is the picture we're going to use.
Fine, super.
There are 24 of them all.
24. Well, they are all different, you've seen that. We'll use someone from the back we haven't used. You, madam, could you give me a number from 1 to 24?
Number 3.
Number 3. Fine. Now, if we open it up, oh, that's handy, it's right on the top. These are all different, as you've heard, but I wonder if you could sneak your hand into there and just take out number 3 for me, and I will just confirm to people that these really are all different. If I can hold it up so that the people at home can see. Perhaps if I rest my leg on there, that's the best way. And you can see that they are all different. Now, who have we got? Who's that? Pardon?
Nelson.
Nelson. Very clever you to recognise him without his eye patch on. Anyway, this is... so Rachel Nelson has been chosen, and we're now going to see if we can contact the other world and get him to come back and paint himself.
Well, that's the one we're going to try and find. Before I open the box, I'm just going to put the light on to show you there's nothing there.
Well, would you like these dimmed down,
If we could, yes, please.
Dim these down?
Well, just before we do that, I'd like to point out to you that those frames were put in there before we had the picture chosen.
That's true.
So there's no chance that I could have had any idea of what would be chosen.
That's right.
So we put the light on. You can see the shadow of my hand,
yes,
which I think proves to you quite conclusively that there can be nothing inside.
Yes. Can you see that, Julie? The ones that are round close enough. And I want you to gaze at the front of that. In other words, as they would say in advertising, watch this space.
That's right. whether you can see there are colours gradually appearing. Something is forming.
There's something happening, yes. Look at that. He's coming through. Look at that. That's amazing.
And there, as you see, we seem to have a picture.
It's faded, though.
You obviously think that this is a fraud, don't you?
It's Sebachrome.
Yes.
I know what it is.
And people always say to me, well, there must be some sort of fiddle about it. In case you might think that, I'm going to bring the pictures out. There are the two, and I want you, if you will, to notice they still have the autographs on them.
Joanne Burke.
Joanne Burke, and what was his name?
I don't know, John something.
John
Joy.
T.
John T.
Something Joy. Anyway.
Something like that, yes.
Well, we'll have a look at the two pictures. There, as you see, that one is blank, and the one with Joanne Burke on it has the picture of Horatio Nelson.
The lady who chose the picture, there you are. You chose the number 3, you get to keep the picture. That is a spirit painting by Jeffery Atkins.